Let's Talk Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Spirit Week, and it's Keeper of the Lost Cities, one of my most favorite book series. So I'm actually dressed up as Sophie today. I'm actually wearing her outfit from Exile. Here, so let's see the fit. Okay, I think it's pretty similar. Got the cape, and the OGs know what this wig is from. What a phase. Okay, so I read these books for the first time about a year ago, so don't judge about my knowledge because unfortunately, unlike the Hunger Games, I can't just go put on a movie. I'd have to read a whole 12 book series. So, and by the way, some of these are 700 pages, but I looked it up, and altogether if you put all of her books, all the pages of her books together, it equals this much. Get this girl an award. Why has she not won anything? So let's talk about some of the books. The first one, the original Keeper of the Lost Cities. This one is one of my favorites. I love it so much. And this is when Dex got his time to shine. You know, it's when they first met, the cousins, the besties, but as we know, he kind of gets forgotten through all the plots and all the stories and all the trauma. This one is 426 pages. Again, I highly recommend these books. These books, like this series, this first book was what got me into reading. Because if you didn't know, as a kid, reading was really hard for me to learn, and I was never a big reader, but once I got into these I'm so grateful because I would have never found the joy in reading if it wasn't for these a year ago. Then we have Exile, the second book in the series. This is also one of my favorites, and Keith, this is the best picture of him. Of course, he always looks good. It's Keith after all, but really, just look how majestic he is. And then we got Sylvanie. This one is 568 pages long. Then we got Everblaze. Got Fitz on the cover. Gotta say, I do not like him, but he gets too much hate, so we're just not going to talk about it. This one has 609 pages. Never seen this. I don't know if it's going to be my top favorite out of it, but I love this one so much. And it's funny because she actually dedicates this one to us, for my readers. I love you more than Sylvanie loves Keith. Mallow melt and custard bursts for everyone. Shannon Messenger, she's too sweet. 672 pages. About Lodestar. Honestly, this one, it's not my favorite, but if you didn't know, this is actually Fitz right here. I'm sorry, he looks completely different, but you know, it's okay. 676 pages. Then we got Nightfall. Honestly, this one I liked, but it's not on my favorite top list, but, you know, gotta love them holding hands, right? 90 chapters. 794 pages. And she wrote this in, like, just these 6 books. I think, let's check the dates. 2017, and the first one, I think, is 2012. These aren't even in a matter of 10 years. That's a lot. A flashback. This is probably one of my least favorite, but still, they're all good. Yo, 845 pages. This one, just because of the cover, I was so excited for it. They went to London, if you couldn't tell, but yeah, this one's really good. Honestly, I gotta say, Fitz, he don't look too bad right here, but I still just don't like him. And of course, we got Keith. And look at the eyes. He's worried about her powers, but he's actually worried about her. She looks so gorgeous. 789 pages. This isn't on the favorites list, but it's really good. Then, I was shocked. I did not think I was gonna like the Keeper of the Lost City Unlocked, but this is one of my favorite books in the series. 747 pages. Look at this gorgeous map. We get a map of the lost cities. Just look at the cover. Like, bro. And then, let's see. It just goes through everything. Like, you have, if you haven't seen this, please go read the series. But they have, like, their, like, files with all their pictures. We got some portraits of everyone. Like, I'll just show you, like, this one. And then we got, Keith's awesome drawings. This one I have in my room right there. You'll see it in the room tour. And then this one with Sophie's nervous habit plucking out her eyelashes. I never noticed that until today. It's just so sweet. Got Stellar Loon. This wouldn't be on the favorites list if it wasn't for chapter 42. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't know, find out. It's so good. That's peak writing right there. 714 pages. I love this book so much. It's Keith is the main character. It's his experience in the human world, I guess you'd say, or the world outside of the Lost Cities. So, honestly, it's crazy to see everything he goes through. And he's still making us laugh. 402 pages. This is like a normal sized book. Oh, so mysterious. Who are you? I did not make any Marlowe melt, but this woman, this one writer made a whole recipe for us. This whole book is telling us everything you need to know in the Lost Cities. It doesn't get much deeper than that. You just need to read them. Like, it's so good. And right now, I'm reading Percy Jackson, but once I'm done, I think I'm going to reread these because I just need to remember, like, everything that's happening, and it's just, I love it so much. I literally have a picture, of all the story and just more pictures. Also, around the time, I know Sylvanie isn't a unicorn, but I just made a little unicorn for my version because I love purple, so I always put this with the books because, you know, like, Grady, like, and this is why I need to reread it. I can't remember her mom's name, but they own, like, a whole animal thing, facility or something, and they have unicorns. Unless I'm wrong, but it's been a while. I really need to reread these. I love Keeper of the Lost Cities. I wish we could wear capes. Like, capes just make you feel so confident, but I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, this is Keeper of the Lost City Spirit Weeks. So, yeah. By the way, I need to say something. If they make a Keeper of the Lost City movie, show, please contact me some way. I know there's not many ways, but if I ever come across it somehow, I want to audition. I don't care if I get... Okay, I would love to be casted as someone because I love acting and I love these books, but if I can't and I just be like an extra, like a background person, I'm fine with it. I just want to be somewhere, but unfortunately, I don't live in California, so it seems unlikely, but we'll see what happens. You know, you never know what God might bring. So me and my friends, we always talk about, especially one of my friends, I love her so much, you know who you are, we love talking about Keeper of the Lost Cities, and we always say we wish Walker would play Keith if they made a movie. But I was just thinking today, Walker is 17, and in the beginning of the books, Keith is 13. So it seems more, I don't know, he might be a little too old, but never know. And also, he's a big part of another, like, franchise. He plays Percy in Percy Jackson, so it would be kind of hard if he played him. But yeah, I hope if they're not working on these, like a movie of it, I hope they do soon because it'll just be awesome. Freya Skye would be a great Sophie, but she might be too old as well because Sophie's like 12 in the beginning. This kind of looks like the Never Seen but the other capes I own aren't gonna match the dress. So yeah, that was my Keeper of the Lost Cities episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Ta-da! Oh. Ew. That's gonna be the thumbnail. No. Oh, I hate dropping books. It feels like a crime. They need to get back on my shelf immediately.